Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final week here in the Snead Tombstone Game Farm Street Stock Series here in Sidewinder Racing Leagues. Tonight, we are at Five Flag Speedway in Pensacola, Florida, and we got a good finale here tonight. Point situation, not too sure about it. Let's take a look at it. So it looks like Peter Thurio has a good lead going into tonight. I think he has the championship just about locked up over Blake Giglio. Qualifying just finished up, so we'll go down and see results here in a moment. So our qualifying is still underway. 30 seconds left. Peter Thurio on pole position at the moment at 18:13.
What up, goat?
Hey, Trent and Snead in the booth. What up, man?
I figured I'd annoy you for potentially your last ride.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one here tonight.
I was planning on running this, but I have yet to plug my stuff back in. I had to run a new Ethernet cable, and I've yet to plug my sim stuff back in. So.
Oh, I see. Alrighty. Well, it looks like we're getting gridded up for heat number 1. Peter Thurio and Alec Andrix qualified their way into the feature on the front row, so they will not be racing the heat. Instead, we'll have Spencer Gray and Andrew Floyd on the front row for heat number 1 of 1. Waiting on a few drivers to get in there, and we'll get this thing on the road.
Who we waiting to grid? They stuck on the friggin' Porta John? Well, I guess to kind of break the awkward silence, who's your pick for the heat there, Lucas?
I don't know. You know, we got Matt Banky. He's been pretty fast all season, and I mean Spencer Gray. He has had some bad luck, but he's been pretty fast too. I saw him at Richmond for that was one of the races here on the network, and he looked pretty fast. So I don't know. Got a pull for my guy Daniel back there, starting in 6th. Got his win for Friday night. First win here in Sidewinder, 494 starts. So definitely pretty happy on Friday night.
I was happy for him. Definitely a mix of excitement for Friday night.
For sure, it was definitely one to watch the way that ended. If you missed it, it should be up on DG Swiss's YouTube channel. Link to his website and the Sidewinder website and the Discord are in the description. So if you want to get in on the racing next season, just head on down to those links. Go one more pace lap. We'll be under green for the heat race here tonight. And we'll see who gets to start here at the front and who has to come from the back.
I don't really remember how easy is it to pass here at Five Flags. Looks like there's good enough room, enough banking, enough amount of runs somewhere.
I've never driven the street stocks here, but I know the modifieds and I think the super late models were very fun here, so pretty good track. Here we go. 6 cars going to take the green flag for the heat. Andrew Floyd, I'm sorry, Spencer Gray going to take the lead in turn 1. Andrew Floyd is the pink car, pink 11. And Lafayette and Benke side by side in 3 and 4. Complete lap number 1 under green.
Ooh, there goes Nate.
No caution for it yet. It's going to have to get that thing straightened back out.
That was like that was contact between Nathan and Matt.
Yeah, so he's gonna. I think his car's okay, but he has lost a ton of time.
Daniel just mowed the fence down off the 4.
Thought I saw somebody slow back there. That 23, pretty heavy right side damage, and he gets it again on the backstretch.
Looking like Blake.
Somebody get him a breathalyzer. I think that car might be a little broke.
I think it might be more than a little.
Alright, so 4 cars left up in this lead pack. Looks like Gray, Spencer Gray, starting to pull away in that 12 car.
Sounded like someone just mowed the fence down again. I think it was Daniel.
I go back to him. He's about 5 seconds off the rest of the field, and definitely not the start to tonight that he wanted. Same with Nathan.
He just mowed down the inside fence.
Oh man, that might be a ticket to pit road at this point.
I think he's trying to. He's on the apron.
4 laps to go here in the heat. Daniel does take it to pit road. So that'll move Nathan Lafayette up into 5th. Fell off the 11 a little bit. Now he's under fire from the 45. Adam Crozier. Smooth sailing up front. 2nd lead for the 12. Oh! 35, wicked off turn 4.
Saw that right at the exact same time. I think him and Adam both, man, they will love tapping the fence.
It's like he's catching that apron in 3 and 4. It's on the back end now. White flag. 12 car still out front. Followed by the 11. 35, who is just all over the place off these corners. And then the 45.
Oh, Adam. He sent it in. Wasn't enough.
Spencer Gray, Andrew Floyd, Matt Benke, and Adam Crozier. And then we're going to wait about 15 seconds and we'll see Nathan Lafayette. There he is. Does finish the race. Didn't gain a spot, luckily, so that'll help him a little bit, but still definitely not what he wanted to start the race here. But here we go. We're going to move on to our feature. Right for everybody to get gridded up, and we'll go through our grid. I think it's Ian Montrose who's not in the session anymore, but it.
Yeah, I think you're right there. He's either not in the session or he looks like he might be out by that Papa John's box out over there behind Victory Lane.
The guy racing finally figured it out. He's not coming, so gonna go green right here, and we'll go through our grid. Starting on the pole for tonight's race, Peter Thurio with a great qualifying effort puts him on pole, and on his outside, Alec Hendricks in the 13 car, both qualifying non-qualifying speed on that front row, so didn't have to race in the heat. Then the heat winner, Spencer Gray in the 12 car, alongside Andrew Floyd in the 11. Matt Benke Skittles in the 35. Arthur Brake Adam Crozier in the 45. 6th, and then 7th and 8th, Nathan Lafayette and Daniel 1, respectively. Both having incidents in the heat, so they're going to start in the back here. See if they can get back to the front.
Well, who's your pick for this one?
Peter has been fast all season, and with the qualifying speed, I don't see anybody getting by him unless something crazy happens.
I believe he has he locked up the championship last week, right?
Yeah. Blake missed the race. I can't remember why, but he missed last week's race, so pretty much lost any shot he had at getting that championship.
I know that 13, Alec is pretty damn quick as well, so.
Yeah, he gets a good start on that outside. They're even at the line. 125 lap feature.
Top cock 125. Do it for Clucky, boys.
Side by side still into turn 3. 13 not giving up that front row. And gets a good run down the front stretch. He'll lead the first lap.
Making that top side work.
Yeah, something we didn't see in the heat. Side by side racing right now. These two are still going at it. I think they're teammates, so
Ooh, Crozier out of shape in the background.
yeah, sure enough, down to the inside, gonna get passed on the outside by the 35, just about. They're gonna go side by side, and he'll hold on to the position. But it looks like Andrix was able to clear into the lead. Spencer Gray, heat winner. He's got some experience running up front. We'll see if he can contend with these guys.
All over the 13 still. He is not letting him drive away.
Yellow.
Oh, spinner on the front, 35. Matt Benke.
Oh, Banky.
Back, come on now.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Let's see what happened to the old 35 car here.
As good as you are.
That's pretty good. Just have to not wreck.
Adam, we can go one green.
Appreciate that replay. Oh, looks like same thing that had been happening in the heat race. He got loose when he caught the apron. Right about here. And just throws the back end out, spins to the inside, makes a little bit of contact with the inside wall. Brings out the caution.
I would, but I don't remember that one, because we don't normally have one. Treadhead, do it!
Take one. Exclamation point P1.
What do they want me to do? Advance the thing?
Or P2 if you make it a bigger one. But you can make it one right here.
I think they're saying shorten the caution. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Couldn't
hold on.
quite hear.
Yeah, hold on. I'll mute myself. I'll try and figure that out.
Easier said than done for him.
I'm working on it. Hold on. I'm getting my sim rate for that.
I have a button map.
Does that do it?
It dropped it 2 to green.
Thanks, man.
Okay, pace truck lights are
I
out.
thought I had one map for it, but apparently it
green this
decided
time.
to delete it.
Might not be mapped for this car. You might have custom controls on or something.
I do, but I had it mapped specifically for this car, since, you know, I do the lead.
Alright.
13 chose the inside. I found that interesting, considering he was able to rip the top there. But if you get a good restart like that, I guess it don't mean jack.
Yeah, able to clear up into turn 1, but he's going to get a bumper from the 28 there.
Looks like you and Blake going at it.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't end like how it normally does between me and him.
Well, y'all want third place to win now?
Yeah.
Peter going for the diamond of that corner. He's got that run. You couldn't fit a slice of pizza between those two right now. Holy crap. And here comes the 12.
Yeah, the front end of this pack a lot more congregated than it was. I think this restart really jumbled things up. Peter looks like he wants this lead back. He's done riding behind his teammate.
That looked like a love tap from here.
To the
He's
inside
there.
of 4. Got a good run through the center. But we saw the 13 able to get the lead from the outside, so I don't think he's able to do this pass right now. Gonna have to wait for those tires to burn off, and maybe that's his goal right here. Try to get him to run that higher line, faster speed, burn the right sides off.
Oh, good lord.
Really dove it in there on that one.
Sliding up. Had the nose out ahead, but overcooked it.
Rest of the field has gone single file. Looks like Llewellyn kind of fell off the rest of the field. Not sure how that happened.
He hit the fence again.
No, classic. All right.
I will say, if this goes green with a 13 and 28 being side by side, that's at the very least going to burn one of their tires up, if not both of them. So that could possibly put the ball in the 12 car's court. Looks like he has decent speed as well. Oh, he just blinked.
Thought we had a good camera angle there, but then he blinked.
They're still too wide.
Yeah, these lines are very even, looks like. But Peter, I think, is the slightly faster car right now. He just can't really do anything on that inside line. Just not faster enough.
He's desperately wanting that 13 just to make a slight bobble. Something that he can capitalize on. Leaning on that left rear quarter panel. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, maybe hoping what to create the bobble there for a second. Hanging onto that quarter panel. Kind of losing him.
Ooh.
13
Okay.
really squeezed him into turn 1 right there.
If there wasn't contact, it was less than an inch. With them two going at like that, that 12 is maybe a car length, maybe 2 car lengths back. Good Lord above.
Finally has to slot in behind the 13.
The 13 just goes right back up the track. Oh, big run!
Oh! I
There
think
was
he
the
worried
bobble.
too much about his mirror right there and got way up the racetrack.
There was the bobble that 28 needed. Let's see if he can run away now.
And with all of that, the 12 and the 11 both closed right up to these two. But now with 28 in clean air, clean track in front of him, I think he's going to start to drive away a little bit.
It almost looks like that 13 couldn't quite hit the bottom the last couple corners the way everyone else is. Looks like he's running about maybe quarter, half a lane higher. I wonder if his tires are starting to overheat from running the outside.
Yeah, definitely. He's not quite able to hit the bottom like that, and when he does, he almost seems slower. The 12 car is going to get by him very soon here unless anything changes.
Banky and Crozier side by side. Looks like that's for 6th.
Like
12
Banky
all
gonna
over the rear.
complete that.
13. You know, the 28 was pulling away a good bit for a lap or two, but it almost looks like the gap's kind of stagnated just a touch. So he got loose off the 4 right there.
He's really running the bottom right there, and I think that could be kind of cooking his right rear. You're going to make the car rotate a lot more. You're going to kind of camber the tires when you catch that apron, and it's just going to put more wear on them, and I don't know, it might throw the rear end out of balance. 13, I think, has burnt the right front off from running up high, and it's going to change how both those race cars are driving.
Third on back has the best hair on race car, long story short.
Absolutely. He's just been riding there watching these two.
Ooh, 12 really sent it in. He's trying to get to that 13. Does Spencer use the bumper on Alec?
Very close that time. Almost contact made off the corner.
Looks like they were just about bump drafting into 1.
The 12 car definitely giving some leeway right now. He could have broke a little later into 1, but he gave the room there on entry and made sure he didn't hit him.
Keeping it clean, keeping it respectful.
Absolutely.
But I know from experience,
Don't know.
the patience is gonna dwindle. Especially if that 28 does start pulling away a little more, which it looks like he has opened up about another car length gap. That 12 is definitely probably thinking he has a car to maybe contend with that 28, especially with the tire situation. Probably just internally screaming for the 13 to get out of the way.
Yeah, 13 actually caught the wall in that last lap. Allowed the 12 to really close up, but just couldn't get the run on the next straightaway and had to tuck behind again. And you got to be careful if you're Spencer Gray right now, because if you start pushing hard to try to get around the 13, you could cook your own tires and you would just be stuck in third the rest of the race. Somebody we haven't really talked about too much so far, Andrew Floyd. He's been here in 4th pretty much the whole race. Been doing a great job. And I mean, he's keeping up with these guys, so he's definitely got speed to contend with them as well. Running a bit of a higher line there in 1-2.
He's waiting for him to wreck. Talking about guarantee, he's just kind of minding his business, waiting for second or third to possibly wreck. Waiting for the patience to finally run out. Less than halfway in, so I'd say that 12 is about halfway through the patience car. They just about kind of ran down the 28 again. Either Peter's tires are starting to fall off, or he's just doing a really excellent job of just managing the gap, saving the tires when they catch up, add a car length to it, just manage it.
Yeah, the 12 actually falling off both of them, and the 13 starting to reel in the 28, so things are changing really fast. I mean, 5 laps ago, we were saying the 12 had a good shot at catching 28, and now he's fallen off. 13 is in a really good spot to pass 28. Seems like passing is possible, but you just got to do it right and time it right.
Clean ways let someone make a mistake, and then you have the short track way.
Yeah, I think before halfway, we won't see that played out yet, but I think if this comes down to a restart or 10 to go, they're side by side, we're going to see a little bit of bumper action for sure.
At 28 through 1 and 2, he clipped the apron, and that allowed the 13 to get a massive run down the back, and they're just about bump drafting down the front stretch here.
It's like the 35 on pit road Not entirely sure why, but he is. The first pit stop of the race so far.
Oh, I'm gonna actually ask him real quick.
Bumper to the 28 right there. These two are absolutely going at it up front.
That was indeed a scheduled stop. Looking to maybe do a potential 1,000 IQ maneuver, actually. Taking a
Fuel or tires was the main concern.
fuel.
Interesting.
He's showing him 2 laps down, though. If he goes green, he's going to look like a genius, probably. Here we go! Round 3 between the 28 and 13.
13 on the inside this time around, so these two both in not really haven't really done this yet this race. That's what I'm trying to say.
Ooh! That's the
28,
fence.
super out of shape right there. I thought they were both gonna wreck.
Matt was probably saying, no, not yet.
13 with the advantage. Not clear yet. Tried to clear it right there, I think, and got a little loose.
He led the lap, though.
Still with a bit of an advantage. That inside lane, you just can't complete it. And as I say that, looks like if he slides up, he'll clear, and he
got it.
does.
New leader, officially.
Bumper for
Oh,
the 28.
Peter. I was about to say, Peter used the bumper.
Not even halfway. We're getting a little bit of bumper action. I love it.
And look who's closing back in on this.
Yeah, all that fighting. Spencer Gray's back in the fight. Matt Benke gonna get one of his laps back.
Well, he's going to get one of them by the end of this.
The battle is not over yet for the 13. He got the pass done, but he's definitely not driving away.
Got another shot from the 28. And to make it kind of entertaining, it is not a clear racetrack ahead.
Yeah, I think that's the 45 and the 23 in their windshield.
They're too wide up ahead. If they stay too wide, that is not what these two here want to see.
Like the 23 does get by. Lucky for the 13.
Peter gave another shot to him in 1 and 2. Oh boy! Big wiggle.
I don't think there's any sort of tire saving or
hell
management
no.
going on here.
No. No, it's called I Want the Lead. Adam going to the bottom of the track, letting them by. Oh, the 28 is going to take it.
That is not what the 13 wanted. 45
No.
being there opened up just a tiny door for the 28, and he took it.
There's nothing wrong the 45 did there. There's no apron for him to really go to.
Oh, absolutely not. No, he stayed his line, and 13 honestly should have pinched a little more to not let that door open up.
At 13, we saw it early. He is good at ripping the fence and holding on to the lead, and he's still holding on.
The 23 car's in distance of these two, though. And the 23, I mean, he's my teammate and all in racing, but
He ain't
I
gonna
don't
let
think
you
he's
by.
gonna. Yeah, he's not gonna do what the 45 did. That's for sure.
I mean, he'll let you by, but it's gonna be the lane he wants.
13. Gonna
13.
clear. That's what he needed. 28 was hoping they could stay side by side up until he got to the 23. I think maybe use him as a pick.
It depends what lane Daniel chooses.
Like, next lap or two, they're going to get to him. See what happens. Meanwhile, Matt Banky trying any way he can to get past these three. He needs that one of those laps back to get that lucky dog spot. Be able to get back on the lead lap if a caution comes out.
Well, look at that. Nice guy Daniel. Lets them both by.
You might have heard me. He said, I'll prove you wrong, Lucas.
Prove me wrong, too.
He's going to let all four of those guys by.
Ooh, 13. Got a little loose middle of the corner there. I thought he was going to slide up. Adams on pit road.
Gonna stop in his box. Probably right side tires or just fuel if I had to imagine.
Four slicks and petroleum for the 45 machine.
Total 30 seconds, 32 seconds in his box.
Oh, 13 in the fence. He grazed the fence on the front stretch there, and that's allowed the 28. Oh, he's in the fence again down the back. Oh, they're both side. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
The 12 car is there, Spencer Gray. I think he's going to be sick of riding behind these two. He's going to try to get around them both.
Here comes Banky on the outside trying to get the lap back. Oh no, Spencer blinked.
Saw some skid marks in turn 3 right there. They are sliding them.
I was going to ask what kind of skid marks. There's probably both kinds right now.
Yeah.
We're just about at the halfway point.
59 laps to go. If Matt Banky's anything to bank off of, these guys got to pit, and I'm sure that's going through their minds.
Matt's only 2 laps down. It's going to come down to, I think he'll definitely get back on the lead lap. It's going to come down to the tire difference. So he just got loose right there off of 4.
These guys playing right now, they're just hoping for caution to come out at some point.
There's going to be a caution. It's going to be from the top 2.
Yeah, for sure. And as we say that,
oh, God.
the 13 just gets worked up right there and moved up the racetrack.
28's on the apron.
They're
Here
through
comes
wide for a
Matt.
moment. Peter's pitting.
They're both pitting.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the 13 missed it. Oh, that is...
He didn't even lose first. He just slid right back up on the racetrack.
Oh, my God. You can hear the desperation. You can hear the desperation from the 28 just going, I'm pitting up. Oh, they're wrecking on. Oh, no. Spencer Gray wrecks on the pit road. That's not going to be a caution.
That's a race killer right there. He's trying to get it spun back around in pit road. Destroyed his car, put him 2 laps down at least. That is terrible.
Cool, no caution for that. Sweet.
Contact between him and the 23. I'm not sure if he keyed up on the radio if he was pitting or not. I'm not sure if Daniel knew.
Yeah, I don't think he keyed up, but I also don't think he was on the racing surface. But we'll go back and take a look at it in a moment. Or in a moment here. Oh man.
That's absolutely gut-wrenching. Well, in other news, the 11 of Andrew Floyd is the race leader. Nathan Lafayette running in second, just a car length behind him.
And if a caution were to come out right now, they would be set.
Oh,
They'd
yeah.
keep the lead, get fresh tires. This is
The
exactly
other
what
ones
they're
have
looking
to, yeah, the other guys have to take their wave around, which they're fast, but it looks like it's been kind of difficult to pass here. Spencer Gray coming off pit road.
for. Yep, fresh car, but he's going to be 3 laps down right here. And speaking of, let's go take a look at what happens.
Floyd on pit road. Nathan gonna take the race lead.
I think it's right here. Pulls down on the apron. I think Daniel was trying to go to pit road or something. I'm not sure, but he drove down there with him and did not lift.
An interesting thing here, Matt Benke has come out behind the 28 to 13, so he did not leapfrog them.
Even more interesting is the 12 is catching the 23 and is about to bring a caution out.
Oh, Lord. Yeah!
There it is.
There's the
Absolutely.
beef!
Corey Himes him into the wall, but there's no caution. There it is. And if I'm Peter Thurio and the rest of the field, I am fuming right now because Nathan Lafayette is the only one in the lead lap.
And he immediately, after dumping Daniel, he just comes to a stop and leaves.
Damn.
That's... And I get being pissed, but damn, if you're going to wreck someone, at least let them come back to you. That's like leaving the helmet on.
Yeah, so, lone lead lap driver, Nathan Lafayette, going to come down right here, take his 4 tires, I'm sure, and some fuel, and hold on to the lead. Meanwhile, Alec Andrix and everybody are a lap down or more. Alec does get the lucky dog, though.
That's going to be in the line, though, as well. So that's going to put him all the way in the back, and everyone else just takes the wave around. That's one of those little bugs, or not just a bug, just one of those little things with iRacing.
Looks like these wave rounds going to put the top 5 back in the lead lap. Andrew Floyd, unfortunately, still going to be a lap down, but in the lucky dog position if another caution will come out. Adam Crozier, 3 laps down. We'll get a wave around right here. And our
right now.
first outage, Spencer Gray.
Well, being that caution laps count, it should reset itself.
So Alec has scored the leader, but I do imagine, he will get that EOL for being the lucky dog.
So it looks like Banky, Llewellyn both went down pit road, so they're not going to get their wave around.
There's only going to be like 4 guys on the lead lap.
Looks like, top 3 we're going to have on the lead lap right here.
Yep, and you can see right there, 00 being scored to go around the 13 as well. Looks like 35.
Be right on it when we get the green here. We got to catch up in time.
That's huge for Nathan Lafayette. That's going to give him the track position. He's got fresher tires.
But there's going to be a lot of people gunning for his quarter panel.
Absolutely.
It's going to come down to if the 13 has to let these wave around cars by, which I think he will.
So I think the way I've seen it work out is as long as they don't extend the caution laps, he should stay up here with them.
We may need to extend it because they.
Green flag is out.
Yep, we should have extended that.
And the rest of the field, all the way back here. Thurio final lead lap car. Sorry,
Here comes the 13. Immediately.
He's actively fighting for that lead lap. So
Yeah.
he's going to drive as hard as he can, get by the 00. That puts 4 cars in the lead lap at the very moment, with the 35 battling with the leader.
Please stay too wide.
Peter desperately wanting those guys to stay too wide.
Oh,
Woo, Lord.
that's what you don't want to do. That turn 4 apron has been killing the 35 all night. The 13 trying to get by on the outside right here.
Trying to find a lane.
Nathan's got to find a way to let the 35 by and keep the 13 behind him.
I thought the 13 was going to make it 3 wide. That'd be a real low time idea. Ooh, 00 and 35 almost make contact. Double zero not really letting the 35 go. I think Nathan's just trying to run for his life right now. Here comes Peter. Whew, that 13 sucked. Oh! Good Lord.
Now it's on. Both these drivers get by that 35 car, and 13's got multiple lanes he could use right here. Gonna dive to the inside. Nathan gave him too much room right there. He's gonna lose a little bit of time. He's got to get down there and pinch him, I think.
Nathan, he's about like me. He don't like to drive like that.
Good job there in 3 and 4. The 13 tried to clear himself. Pushed the 00 up, I think, on entry a little bit.
Oh, the 35 got into the back of the 13.
3 wide.
Oh, no, don't take it 3, boys. Nathan way up the racetrack.
Man, 13 gonna clear into the lead. It's not over yet.
I hear someone in the fence in the background.
And from about 2.5 seconds back, Peter Thurio has caught these guys.
Ooh. Matt's trying to get his lap back. Oh, good Lord, I thought he was about to wreck 13.
A lot of 2 wide battling up here in the front.
At 28's just about cleared the 00 for third. No, but for second. Third car in line.
Nathan falls back to third. But assuming a caution doesn't come out, he's got a guaranteed podium spot right now.
One thing I want to say, I think it's kind of evident that 28 has probably not saved any tire at all. He's probably been full charging this whole run.
Definitely. I think a few tenths of a second per lap right there, so.
Matt's driving his heart out, trying to get that lead lap. If I was the 13, when the 28 was side by side with the 00, I would have let Matt by.
Yeah, I think it was, you know, you could have gone either way on it. The 35 might have held him up if he let him go, but at the same time, gave an opportunity for 13 to just kind of work around him.
Peter trying to clear the 35.
He does it.
Woo!
And I think pretty soon here, for the 100th time tonight, we're going to see the 28 and 13 side by side.
And I can just about guarantee there's going to be contact.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier in the race. If they were taking it easy on each other, because it was early on, I can't wait to see what they're going to do at the end of the race here.
It's the last fifth of this race, coming to 25 to go. Patience, gone. It's all take and no give.
Peter right on the back bumper. Alec Andrix.
There's a bump.
Still there. And he's actually going to try to make the move on the 28 here.
28 makes a move on the 13. Oh, contact!
Oh!
The 28's around! Yep, in front of Nathan.
Caution's
Caution!
out. Oh, man. Nathan just getting caught up in that. Nowhere to go. Tried to go high, and 28 slid up the track. Oh. How did that... 13 was just pinching him so hard. That was bound to happen.
Ooh, the 13 wanted to come down pit road. The 28, I don't know if pit road's open here, but I say 28, 00, they come down pit road. If nothing else, take right sides. I mean, track position is not really a concern here. As Banky finally on the lead lap again.
Can you get the lucky dog?
Mm-hmm.
And, well, he had speed for those leaders. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do now that he's on the lead lap with them.
Just the problem is he's going to have that, once again, that EOL for being a lucky dog. And looks like leaders are coming down. Okay. I like it. Got nothing to lose, I suppose. Nathan stays out.
Yeah. It's all or nothing now. 22 laps to go. Probably green without 19. Yeah. I like the call too. That's what you got to do here.
Does have front end damage, that Kia Stinger. His thought process is the 28 and the 13 gonna mow each other down on the restart.
All right, let's take a look at that wreck real quick, see what we can see. 28 dives to the inside of the 13, catches the apron, slides up. I think he had room, he just caught the apron, drove up into his quarter panel and just kind of spun himself.
Nowhere really for that 00 to go. He was committed to his line.
I need you guys to pass.
Let's see if we can onboard
Sorry,
with him.
I'm so on TikTok right now.
TikTok, what the crap?
He's the contact, thinks he's spinning to the inside, and counter steers right up in front of him. Not lucky right there.
Not all. It's going to be 19 laps. Oh, man. Well, this is scary. 13 right next to 00. They're going to have the tires. Nathan's going to have to get a great restart, have to run for his life, and hope that 28 and the 13 wreck each other.
Green, green, green.
There's the restart. It's good. They're too wide in his mirror. He's going to have to run. 28 going to try and move him out of the way.
Oh man, I think his car's a little hurt
3
right
wide.
here.
Yep, they're 3 wide. 13 coming down. Yeah, definitely that front end damage, and also just the tires difference.
I was hoping that would work. That would have been cool.
Oh yeah.
But here we go, 13-28, same story all night. Who's gonna get it?
Same soup, reheated. Let's see what happens on round 4.
I like that.
There's
Ooh.
the bump. Oh,
that
huge
was a
bump.
big bump.
Evan Pienta called. He wants his tactic back.
Oh, that's not a place you want to do it. Off the corner, it just spells trouble, and it was almost trouble for the both of them.
Matt Banky just about saw a payday window open.
Yeah, he's already up into 4th. Looks like
But he
fifth and
started
sixth both on
4th.
the lead lap here, so they need a caution. Lafayette didn't fall too far off these two.
Alex still holding on that outside. Who is going to be the top cock at the end of this? The laps winding down. They're still too wide. 13 and the 28 been the class of the field tonight.
He's clear, and he drove way down to block it.
Well, we know what the 28's going to do. He's going to give a shot in the ass. Almost a repeat of the last move.
Yeah, 13 looked like he was ready for it that time. Held on to the race car. Held on to that lead and got to clear again. But in no way, shape, or form does that seal it.
No. As long as there's about a gap like that, it's not over. It's obviously the 28's going to use the bumper. He'll probably full send on the last lap it comes down to it. As Banky officially takes third over Lafayette. Or Lafayette.
A second and a half behind the leaders.
Big bump again to the 13. Coming to 10 to go.
115 laps later, here we are. These two still battling it out for that checkered flag.
28 sent it in. This race has had quite literally everything. We've had intense battle for the race lead. We've had beef. We've had pit strategy.
All that's left is a good finish. It's looking like we're going to get one here.
They're either going to blow it prematurely here, or it's going to be like this coming to the checkered. If it comes like this to the checkered, third place is going to win the race.
And who's third? The man that was a lap down just a few laps ago.
Hell of a job for that 35 car. About the progress he's made. Started here with a controller, upgrade to a wheel, and he's just slowly gotten faster as this season's progressed. Ooh, 13 kisses the wall. 28 clips the apron, keeps it under him. Nosing out ahead for the moment.
Lines up a little bit, had to lift off the throttle.
It's going to swing the pendulum back in the favor of the 13. Just a literal handful of laps to go. 28 clip the apron again.
It's a good drive through the center that time, but had to lift a little bit again. If he can get the drive off like he wants right here, I think he'll have a shot at maybe a slide job or getting something in 1 and 2. 3 and 4 is where he makes all of his time up, I think.
Good run, good run. Lucas, you got your Polaroid ready? I think we're going to need it. 3-second gap back to the 35. Clear enough racetrack ahead. 2 to go. Everyone that's watching, get on your feet. This is going to be wild.
$28.
Side
Little
of the
squirrely.
dead heat.
Really, oh, the 13 really pitched in there in the center. There was not any more room.
White flag, boys. 1 to go. 28 sent it.
Throwing him up into the outside wall. Lifted
Still
for
too
him.
wide.
Side by side, out of 4. To the
Coming
line,
to
the
the
28.
spot.
Gasses it. The 13 takes it home, and they're wrecking after the line.
What a finish. Holy crap.
They got a little messy there on that white flag. 28 tried his best. That inside line just could not do it.
All right, everybody, thanks for coming out. Top 3 to the waiting room for
Top
your
3,
interviews,
Andrix,
plus the
Therio,
champion.
and Matt
Unless
Banky.
you're in the top 3, I haven't paid attention.
Lafayette
Have a
and
good
Floyd
night.
take on 4th and 5th.
Keep your eyes open.
Daniel
and
Llewellyn, Archibreak, Adam.
Yeah.
Adam
Remember,
Crozier,
this
6th
was
and
the top
7th.
cock 125.
And then Spencer Gray takes home final spot after that incident with the 23 car. Let's
Yeah,
see
that
if
was
we can
definitely
work
something.
with Andrix. It doesn't do a burnout, unfortunately. So sorry about that.
I'm very quickly going to mute and get a screenshot.
Who
All
finished
right,
third?
Alec, it's Lucas and Trent. You got us?
Oh, hey, what's going on, guys?
What's going on, man? Heck of a battle between you and Peter there. You were so fast on the outside all night and used it again in those final closing laps to get it home. What were you thinking there at the end?
Yeah, so basically all day, any car I ever run, I'm horrible here in 1 and 2, and I'm really good in 3 and 4. So basically all day it was about maintaining the gap in 1 and 2 and extending it or catching in 3 and 4. And unfortunately for Peter, 3 and 4 is the last corner before you come to the line. So I kind of knew I was prepping the last 10 laps. I was just prepping, searching for lines to get the best run off of 3 and 4 to get the line first.
Yeah, it seemed like, I mean, you were already strong at the start of the race on that top line. It seemed like that was where you felt the best, and I could definitely tell 3 and 4, you seemed a lot better. But that both of you were pretty fast on that end of the track, and it kind of played into your favor. He tried to make the move in 1 and 2, and kind of lost his momentum when you two made contact. But I mean, when that caution came out, were you at all worried that you weren't going to be able to get to the front, or were you two just on a mission?
No, we saw there was like 9 cars here, but we had to put on a show for the fans, right? We had to do something entertaining. So I mean, it was literally, we were racing side by side all night. I'm exhausted right now. I've ripped my steering wheel off its mount the last 2 laps, dude.
Jesus Christ!
I have pegs to like hold it in, and the left peg came off, so I was holding that shit in my lap going around the last 2 laps.
That brings a whole new definition to put your nuts on the dash.
Yeah, no, dude, it was. I was gonna call Peter. I was like, we were going off. And he was like, my fucking steering wheel just came off. It was ridiculous, dude. It was just a great race all day, though. I mean, there was only like 8, 9 cars here, but that was probably the most fun I've had racing the street stock in a long time.
Five Flags, always putting on a good show. Definitely one of my favorite short tracks. And I'll put on another good show here tonight. Taking home the win, Alec. Does anybody want to thank for the run here tonight?
Yeah, the Bean team, of course. Nathan, Lilith, and Peter. My mom, my dad. I couldn't be here without them. And all my sponsors. My car is just filled with sponsors. So I'd like to thank them all for coming out to support me.
I don't know, man. That street stock looks kind of blank.
Yeah, no, it's so blank. I have no sponsors.
Well, if it makes it feel any better, you can throw a picture of my Wild Horses mascot, Old Clucky, because you, sir, are tonight's top cock.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Alrighty, on that note, thanks for talking to us, man. Congrats on the win.
Thank you,
and, we'll see you next season.
See ya.
All right, it's Alec, winner here tonight. Now we'll get a word with our champion. Second place finisher here tonight. We'll leave the winner banner up for him because he is the champion here.
Welcome to the waiting
Hey,
room.
Peter. It's Lucas Trent, you guys.
I got you.
And, well, took home the win here tonight. No, you didn't. No, you took home the championship, though. Got second behind your teammate, Alec. And, still a good night for you, man. You two battled it out all night. And still got the championship, so I'm sure you're pretty happy still.
Yeah, coming into tonight, obviously I wasn't taking it too seriously because I already had it locked up. So I was just out here to have fun, and I will say this is probably the most fun I've had all season. It was such a good race between me and Alec, and from basically the beginning to the end there, in the middle where we had that one caution around pit stop time, that kind of threw a wrench in it, but we battled back. I spun out once. Overheated my stuff trying to catch up to him, and then when I did, I made the move and just got stuck in a 4-wheel slide and screwed myself. But man, it was so much fun there. I'm happy at least one of us got the win, and I'm happy we got a double podium too, because we felt like that anything less than that would be a little bit disappointing based off kind of how we were in practice and qualifying. So I'm happy we met our goals for tonight.
For sure, man. Well, I got a question for you, though. Those closing laps, you were kind of stuck on the bottom, and Alex seemed to be a lot stronger on the top. Do you think if the roles were reversed and you had the top lane, do you think that would have worked out a little different?
Yeah, I think it definitely would have played in my favor a little more, and I was trying to find a time to get to the top there before, 10 to go hit. And I knew my really only shot was going to be to get him on the top, try to maybe make a move on the top in 1 and 2, because he was better in 3 and 4, and he was also running a wider line on entry. But I just didn't really get the car set up to do that. Like, I never really set my entry up properly to do it, so unfortunately I wasn't able to do that. But there was like a couple laps to go at the end. Right before his wheel came off, he made a mistake coming out of the corners, and I said that's what I needed, and it almost was what I need. I just had a stroke. Okay, I'm just gonna forget that. It almost helped me, but then coming out of the final corner, I got loose. I clipped the apron, got just a little bit loose, and if I didn't get loose, I think I would have barely had him by a nose, but had to catch the car, and he pulled alongside me and just barely got me by a nose there at the end. But man, I mean, it's so fun.
Yeah, this track is great. You guys put on a heck of a show all night. Gave us something to talk about for sure. And well, still took home second and the championship. Like I said, you got what do you want to thank for the season and the race?
Yeah, so I got to thank first of all my team the Bean team, Alec, Lilith, and Nathan. We had different members at the beginning of the season. I'm sure everybody knows that. And a little bit of personnel change, but I'm really happy with what we got here. And hopefully going into next season, we can continue the momentum. I really got to thank the people who are out here, my competitors, because I really enjoyed this season. It was a very, very competitive season, and it wasn't easy. There was, especially racing Blake and Ian a lot of weeks before Alex showed up. And then when Alex showed up, it was me, Alec, and Blake and Ian racing it out. So, man, really enjoyed it. I am a little, I think it would have been cool to see the championship come down to the end, but I'm saying that now after I've already won it, so maybe I'd be a little different if I was really having to race for it here at the end.
It's a lot more nerve-wracking whenever it comes down to the last race.
Yeah, but I'm very happy I was able to get my first SRL championship. Last season, I ran one race in this series. I won it, and I said, all right, I guess I'll go for the championship next season, see what I can do. And thankfully, we were able to complete that task. So next season, hopefully, I know Alec really wants to get the championship, and I think I'll run full-time in here, but I'm not sure if I'll... I think I'll run full-time, but I think this will be the only series I run full-time in next season. So I think it'll be me and him there, so I'm excited for that. Gotta thank you, Lucas, and also you, Trenton, for broadcasting throughout the season, and also DG, even though he isn't here tonight. You guys did a phenomenal job, and I enjoyed watching back the broadcast every week. And I gotta thank Adam for putting on one hell of a league here. Enjoyed all of it. It's been great. So I think that's about it.
Well, I appreciate you talking to us. Appreciate the kind words, and congrats on the championship again. Hopefully, we'll see you out here next season fighting for another one.
Thank you.
Was your champion and second place finisher Peter Thurio, and we'll now get our word with third place Matt Banky, aka Skittles. I can figure out what I'm doing with myself. Here we go. Matt, Lucas and Trent, you got us?
Yeah, hello.
Hey man, well, took home the third place tonight, battled back, probably an up and down night for you, and well, able to get home a podium spot. And well, just kind of walk us through the race and what you were feeling there at the end.
In the beginning there, when I first pitted, I was like, yeah, this is gonna go green for who knows how long, and it kind of worked out, I guess. And then once the yellow started falling, I started getting my lap back, and I was like, all right, now I can get somewhere. So I got somewhere.
You definitely got somewhere. We saw you. I think you were 2 laps down, like you said at one point, and to be able to come back from that, especially with the cautions and everything, get home in third again, very impressive. But I mean, as a whole, we didn't really ask the other two guys this, but what was Five Flags kind of like in terms of the driving style?
To me, it was really tight, and if you put too much throttle down off the corners, you were going to spin out. So it was really just kind of just watch the throttle.
Yeah, definitely looked like it. We saw you get loose a few times, but looked like you corralled that at the end, and definitely get the track out. Looked pretty good out there. But unless you got anything else to say, you want to thank everybody for the run and the whole season as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, Adam did a great job this season. Thank you, Trenton, for sponsoring it. Thanks for doing all the broadcasts. I don't know, all the sponsors too. So, other than that, I mean, I don't really have anything else.
Man, well, appreciate you talking to us. Congrats on the third again, and
Woo-hoo.
see you next season.
I got
Yep.
one. I got a question. Matt, how you liking the wheel?
Oh my God, so
Night
much
and day?
better this season. So much better this season.
Trust me, I've noticed. I
Yeah,
just not everyone's noticed.
yeah, that was a huge change this season, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, what's been the most, I guess, exhausting race for you thus far?
Thus far, probably this one, honestly. They weren't too bad in the Xfinity series, but the series, I still had my hands full.
Fair enough.
125 laps is a lot, especially at a short track.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, appreciate you talking to us, and well, have a good night.
Yeah, good night.
All right, Banky, third place finisher. Had a good word with him there, but that's all we're going to talk to for tonight. Trenton, got any closing words for this race and this season?
It's been real cool. Thanks for y'all for letting me sponsor it. It's been cool kind of splitting it in thirds with you and DG. Yeah, that's a hell of a finale right there, man. Dang. That literally had everything. You had literally top battle for the lead for pretty much the whole race. That even had beef in it. You know, that's a well-balanced meal right there. And then you had pit strategy for a moment as well. Very, very well-rounded meal of a race there, and came down to a drag race. So who doesn't like that? If you don't like that, then you're really flipping weird. And you need to rethink probably your life choices.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, Alec Andrix coming out as the top cock tonight in pretty good fashion.
Yeah.
Get it home on the top, and the top cock 125. And well, thanks to Snead Tombstone Game Farm, you as always for allowing this to go out to those viewers for this whole season. And I agree, I enjoyed the dynamic between me, you, and Swiss, the 3 different broadcasters. I think we should maybe try to work that into other series, but we'll talk about that at some other point. But I certainly enjoyed the season. I enjoyed racing in it, I enjoyed broadcasting it, and I enjoyed watching it. And hopefully we can do something like this again next season and beyond. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight. Trent Snead, as always, been a pleasure. Thanks for talking with us.
Thanks for allowing me in.
Absolutely, man. It's been great. But I think that's
Hope I
gonna
didn't
do
really
it for us. No. I couldn't stand you in here, man. Okay.
What? Your mic glitched out for me. You turned into a literal robot. What the hell did you say?
Oh, nothing.
Hold on. I got the stream up.
That was the wrong button. Anyway.
Wrong button. Man, you moved me during the first interview. You moved me and damn Alec both into the waiting room.
Okay, yeah, it's been a night. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. See you next season.
Later.